Talk to me nice. Block with the city on. 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 Block with the city on.
All right. Welcome to Logic Lounge with Fleezy Jones, episode 15. I am getting up there and I am beyond excited about it. This is absolutely dope. So, with 15, it's a special one today. This is usually brought to you by the Great Block Legend 7, but today is a very special episode. This will actually be brought to you by ING Records, LLC. Why, you may ask, is because we have a very, very, very special guest. And that guest is none other than Block Legend 7. I cannot express to you the excitement I have right now for this sit down with this brother, because this is something that he does not do. So I'm a bit excited, although it may not seem like it. That's because I have to be very calm, because we're about to get some real jewels today, and I'm excited about that. So the Block Legend 7 will be joining me. Of course, he's from Chicago, Illinois, but that man travels all over. He's been to the likes of Vegas, Detroit, and been to Orlando, Florida, which he's planning to go there to live in the future. So this man has been all over. He has been in the entertainment field for over 20 years. And if you know anything about Block Legend 7, the numbers do not lie. So you know exactly what that man does and what he can do. But I would like to really, really get in depth and pick his brain, if you will, for myself and others. Because like I say, this is a huge honor. So, man, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to bring this brother up, and we're going to start this interview. A second. Send me a request, brother. It's not letting me send the request. Un momento, good people. Big Block, send me a request if you can, brother. Yes, Hey. Salute to everybody coming in the live, man. Share the live, man. Tell your people today's big. Today's big. And he is here. Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And today is absolutely huge, brother. Absolutely huge. So it goes without saying, and like I say, yo, shouts out to everybody coming in, man. Welcome to the Logic Lounge. Share the live, man. Today is a huge day. We have Block Legend 7 himself in the lounge. Brother, thank you for accepting the invitation. Grateful is an understatement. I'm very excited for today, man. So thank you for doing it. Thank you. So, with that said, man,
I just want to congratulate you, man. I'm excited, man. You don't even understand. I got my little juice right here on the side, man. I'm on Fleezy Jones Logic Lounge, man. You know what I mean? See, a lot of people don't even know what's going on here, man. This man has already interviewed a millionaire, childhood apologies, legacy children, all type of stuff. Y'all need to really go back and check his interviews, because I don't really think y'all understand how powerful his interviews are, the actual process it takes to even get an interview with him. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole questionnaire, man. I was nervous about filling out and making sure I say whatever I need to say to make sure he get you know what I'm saying, a clear understanding of who I am, and so it can better help him do what he does, and that's you know, interview us, you know, using his brilliance, man. So I'm overjoyed. I just want to give you your flowers, bro. Thank you for having me. You are doing a magnificent job, bro, and I'm just glad to be here, man.
Man, thank you. I thank you so much, brother, because it's been a long road, but it keeps getting better. But
Yo, let's
man,
shine,
there will
man. Let
man,
that
listen,
living line help, man.
hey,
Remember
listen,
that shine?
the living line fine, but that's a different day, brother. That's a different day. So man, I'm gonna get into it, man. So there is so much when it comes to Black Legend stuff.
Yes, sir.
I could not humanly it's not humanly possible for me to extract as much as I want in an hour, but I am definitely going to try to attack that. So if you don't mind, brother, I got my surgical gear right now. I'm looking to do a little cutting of the brain, if you will, brother. So I am here as a student today,
Yes, sir.
and I definitely want to speak with the teacher. So man, let's get into it, brother, if you
Hey, man,
don't
share
mind.
this live, man.
Yeah,
People
share
out
the
here blew up here.
live, man.
Man,
Share the
share
live.
the
Get the
live, man.
yo. I'm telling you, it's
It's
going
up there,
down.
and it's
Yeah,
stunning.
yeah.
Share the
So,
live.
brother, you have been in the entertainment field for over 20
20
years.
some years, a little over 20 years, yes.
In those 20 years, you have done five in managing, and now you've landed into social media with promotions, motivation. There's so many hats for 3 years now, which is a lot of hats alone, although that's just three I mentioned. That's a lot of hats alone. I'd like to know with everybody that knows Block Legend 7, they see the numbers, they see the attention, they see that you are profiting from your profile at this point in your career. I'd like to know that transition. How did you go from entertainer to manager to social media mogul?
Okay. Like you said, I've been doing music for a little over 20 years. Um, I was mentored by a dude they call the King of R&B. That's not so favorite right now, but you know what I'm saying? We still love his work. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, R. Kelly. That was my mentor. I sat in the back of the studio and I watched the great create, and that was my apprenticeship into music. And from there, I also did a lot of mixtapes growing up. You know what I mean? I got next. Like everybody else that was doing major stuff in Chicago at them times. Used to be on a late night TV show called Uncut after 12. There's a bunch of us on there. We did a lot. So just like anybody else, in the music industry, sometimes the industry leave a bad taste in your mouth. I didn't know copyrights. I didn't know how to trademark things. And a lot of my music was stolen. A lot of my likeness, my intellectual property was stolen, things of that nature. So for a long time, I was done with music.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie to you, my brother. I was done. Music has always been my heart. I play the piano a little bit. I play the guitar a little bit. And when it comes to writing, I'm 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 second to none. Because once again, I've been in there with the great. And although he never wrote anything because he just simply pushed the button and went,
Yes,
I
sir.
got a chance to understand the difference between a nice song, a hit, and a smash.
Yes, sir.
That's how he always explained it to me. This is a nice song. This is a hit. And now this is a smash. And what is a smash? He said a smash is something that you never get tired of listening to. That's what a smash is, something you never get tired of listening to. So over the years, like a decade after that, I fell back, you know what I'm saying, just watched the industry go through its different changes, you know what I'm saying, from gangster rap to thug rap to dance rap, from the likes of, Franchise Boys, then 50 brought it back to the thugging and different things of that nation. Then Cash Money got on and they made it fun again. So hip hop has been a blessing to us all. And to a lot of us, it's been therapy because hip
Yes, sir.
hop was always my therapy. It was a way for me to articulate myself and get out anger that I had in me from growing up. You know what I'm saying? I had humble beginnings. So I went from there, um, started coming back, seen the youngsters needed some guidance. I had to learn the new game as far as digital marketing. I'm old school from CDs and tapes, man. I didn't know
Yes,
nothing
sir.
about digital marketing and how this worked and all that. So I hired a young lady out of Minnesota. No, she was from Wisconsin. Sat down with her, paid my money to learn. You have to pay your money to learn. Took some courses with her and got real familiar on how the game has changed and what I can do to what contributions I can get a game right now. So I brought my old school flavor with the new school flavor, and then I went from there to managing, and then I went to I accidentally learned the social media game by accident. Let me explain. Just like anybody else, I'm old school. I didn't want to do no posting. I didn't want to do no Facebook, Instagram, no TikToks, or anything of that nature. But me being the person that understands marketing from being in the industry, I knew these avenues was needed. And just like anybody else, I fought not to use them and realized I couldn't win the battle.
Yeah.
So I it fell into my lap, and and me being a little bit like, I'm just gonna say it, I'm low key. Although I don't look like a nerd, I'm a nerd in the terms of reading books, being able to comprehend at a very high level, things of that nature. I'm like a low key nerd. So once I learned hashtags, algorithms, reading, you know what I'm saying, different stuff of that nature, and taught myself and got around the necessary people to learn, I was gone, bro. I was gone. Yes, sir.
So with that, you know, excuse me, which is, and shout out to everybody come in, man. Share the live, man. This is gym day. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. So that transition, right, to be around the great, someone like R. Kelly,
Yes, sir.
and have that limelight at such an early age, because as you said, we both come from an era where there was a lot of footwork done, not a lot of thumb work like we're able to do now.
Yes, sir.
It leaves me to wonder, what was your strategy when it came to prioritizing?
Hmm. That's an amazing question. From that era, it gave me a certain level of dedication, determination, discipline. I learned, because I come from the old school, how to time manage, how to
Yes, sir.
prioritize. So these are things that I had already had in my book bag, in the backpack. So a lot of information is transferable information.
Mm.
So I just took it from where we was normally doing it that wasn't digital, and I applied what I knew using physical stuff into the digital realm. It was really not too hard of a transition. We went from physical mail to emails.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It was just that simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We went from analog cable to digital cable. You know what I mean? So I just understood the transition and respected technology and how it was growing. And I got with people that was way more smarter than me. And I stayed around the young people, the youth, you know, the nephews, the nieces, and the youth taught me. And, you know, although as much as I've mentored them, they have also mentored me.
Okay. Okay. And that actually was a personal question that I was gonna have, that you actually segue me into asking a bit early, because you speak a lot, and if anybody goes to your page, they can clearly see you really attend to the youth. So my question personally, I wanted to know, what is your connection, more so than they teach you? What got that connection to you, to the youth, being from background that you are from, where you said humble beginnings,
Oh,
and we are built to not care? So how did you gain that connection to the youth?
it's a couple of things. I was first of all, I'm from I'm one of 9
Yes, sir.
siblings. So I grew up in a major, huge family. My mom had 9 children. I come from the inner city hood, the ghetto, the projects. So I grew up. I'm them. I'm an older version of what you see today.
Yes, sir.
So, and I feel like I owe it to the young fellas to show them that if I come from y'all, and I also used to be y'all at y'all age, if I made it out, y'all can also make it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that we spend enough time with the youth. I believe if we say that the children are the future, then we should do just like the song, teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yes,
I believe in that. And I walk it like I talk it. So by them knowing that I'm from the streets, because I come from the mud, I come from the gutter, and I get it out the mud, they respect me because I did have a certain level of notoriety in the streets. So a lot of them can go to their uncles or their cousins, and they be like, man, listen, the homie he was y'all. And he changed. And I'm like, listen, if I can make the change, anybody can make the change.
that's right.
So I feel like I owe it to the community. I owe it to the youth. I don't care how bad they are. I don't care how people talking about they can't be reached. To me, because somebody took the time with me when people didn't believe in me and didn't believe I could change, I feel obligated to do that with the youth.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I hate to say it, but you're making my job so easy right now, man. You're making my job
Hey, I
so
still
easy.
can't believe that I'm on Logic Lounge, right?
I
I'm
can't believe
excited.
you agreed to do this, brother. Like
Right, I'm excited.
this is good, man, and I'm gonna keep it going. Again, those who just coming in, shouts out. You are watching Logic Lounge with Fleezy Jones, episode 15, brought to you by ING Records LLC. It's a special episode, man. We are speaking with the great Block Legend 7. If you ain't got at him, I don't know what to tell you other than to get at him. So, man, I'm picking his brain, and we're just talking about his transition to being this mogul that he is at this time. And he's in a teaching mode, people. He is definitely dropping gems, man. Like I said, if you haven't got with him, I need you to check him out. He has a subscription that's totally worth it. And I'm going to give you the reason of why during this interview. So going back to it, man, in your professional opinion,
yes, sir.
a lot of people, and like you said, you got it from the mud, right? So you know what it is to make nothing out of something. And that brings me up to date now with technology and how people are looking to be seen, right? And that can lead to scams. So when it comes to that, you said in one of your lives, if y'all don't know, do your research, where you say that there's nothing wrong with investing in yourself or paying to be on a certain platform. So with that said, how do you personally know what's credible and what's not? And could you elaborate on that?
Yes, sir. You got to be able to check. You got to be able to fact check. Like anybody we believe in or we trust, it's usually word of mouth. If I can't find nobody that have worked with you, with all of the searching we doing on social media, I can't go to your page and somebody jump in my DM say they do artwork. I might not. I go to their followers first of all and see if I got anybody that's I'm following that they are following, and if so, I'm gonna go hit them in the DM. Is like, this individual's in my DM saying they do artwork. Do you know anybody that has got artwork for them? Are they credible? Now, if I go to their profile, looking their followers, and nobody that I know is in there, chances are I won't work with them.
Okay.
Because I cannot work. I cannot work with people that I can't check out. See, your reputation precedes you. If you're doing good business, people gonna know about it.
Okay.
You can't hide doing good business.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. Social media. People are being social.
Right.
That means they're talking, they're interacting. So anything that's good, or bad, people are going to talk about it, and you're going to know. So the moment we find out that somebody's scamming, we usually post their ass. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we put you on blast. If you ever been scammed, and you didn't put them on blast, let me tell you right now, you are doing the whole community a great injustice.
Yes, sir.
We need to know who's credible and who's not credible. And only how we're going to know that if you let other people know. We cannot find out if nobody's saying anything. We come from old school. If somebody went right by what they was doing, we put their ass on blast, bro. So that's how I found out people credible. How people check is with me. People go through my followers, and I'm following so many damn people. People are like, you ever work with Block? On any shape, form, or fashion, they're gonna be like, yeah. Is he walking it like he talking? They're gonna be like, hell yeah. That's why we following them. I wouldn't be following them if he wasn't practicing what he preached.
Okay.
That's real. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Hey, they can go fact check on Fleezy Jones and go check his page, and they can ask, do Fleezy Jones do incredible interviews? Hell yeah. You ain't been watching? Are you living under a rock? Why you think I'm happy to be out here?
And I appreciate the credit, brother. But and listen, again, you're like really pushing me into my questions because you speak of it. Now you gave me a vision on how to know if a person is credible. With that, speaking for Black Legend 7, what is your networking technique? And I'll explain what I mean by that. How do you know who to network with and who not, as far as it being beneficial, friendly, or whatever? How do you gauge that when you're doing your networking technique?
Shit, just like anybody else, trial and error. You can't know unless you work with them. It's impossible for me to know unless I actually give you a chance to work with you.
Yes.
That sums it up. Trial and error. If we work good together, we doing good business, we continue to do so. If we don't, toodaloo, don't forget the right. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot to be said in that. A lot of relationships, you might meet somebody to meet another person to take you to another level. Some relationships are seasonal.
Yeah.
Understand that. A lot of times we try to make lifetime friendships on seasonal relationships. Sometimes people should have been the hell out of them. You should have been got rid of their ass. You tripping. You keeping them around too long. They was seasonal people. They was there to get you to a certain level, and once they got to acting a goddamn fool and one, leveling up like you was, and they was an anchor, meaning holding you down, you got to get them out of there. You got to get them out of there. And that's the problem we having. People don't know when to move people ass around. You got to know when to move people around and when people's season is up. So when you're doing business, as you'll be able to tell, use your gut feelings, your intuition. You see what I mean? When you're dealing with people, and you'll be able to see if people are fair with you, if they got fair dealings. And if people don't walk it like they talk it, get them the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, hey, point blank and period.
Yes, sir.
Point blank and period, and get them gone.
Listen, the longer you keep people around, that's a cancer to what you are doing. They'll mess your whole operation up. You cannot keep people around. You have to be strong enough to move people around. That's the problem people are having. People are not strong enough to know when people's season is over with. This person was only here for a season. Why in the hell is they still here if they're not, you know what I'm saying, if they're not serving no purpose?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody that's joining the live. Shed alive, man. You know what I'm saying?
Live greetings, everybody.
I'm on the show with Fleezy Jones, Logic Lounge. Y'all ain't understanding, man. Listen,
man.
You gotta move people around, bro. You got to. That's important in relationships in all walks of life. Business, intimate, or whatever you might want to say. If people ain't serving a particular purpose in your life, move them around, bro. It's not that people use you because fair exchange, no robbery. It's when people misuse you that they ass need to go.
Yes, sir.
And the moment they start misusing you, you got to get them the hell out of here. Get them the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
go.
Sir.
Let's go. And honestly, again, that brings me into it because what I like about the style and what I'm gaining, and I guarantee you people are not seeing this. The way you go about this is instinct.
Yes, sir.
There's no manual to using your instinct. You know when something doesn't feel
Life
right.
don't come
And when
with
you
no
explain,
damn
no
instructions.
sir,
You
no
got to
sir,
follow your gut feeling. You see what I
yes sir,
mean? You
yes
got
sir.
to follow your gut feeling, your intuition, bro. And if your intuition is telling you somebody is not right for you, man, learn to listen to that inner voice.
I love it.
Or be prepared to get F over. Real
Yeah,
talk.
and it will happen.
Yeah. There's a lot
Yeah,
of scamming going on, and there's a lot of people finessing. And while we saying that, a lot of people talking about growing the bag. You hear it all the time, and I'm with that. Grow the bag. But and a lot of people talk about fumbling the bag. But a lot of people is fumbling relationships.
yes sir.
You are fumbling relationships that can get you to the bag. You are hanging around people that's going nowhere because they don't like the person that can get you somewhere. You are hanging around people that's going nowhere because they don't like the person that can get you somewhere.
Yes sir.
Check,
Yes sir.
check your personnel, man. Real talk.
Yes sir.
Let's go. Let's go. It's up
Oh,
there and
it
it's
is up.
stuck. Big block.
And with that said, brother, excuse me, that leads me to it, right? You're able to do this, and I was speaking of instincts. You're able to do this off your instincts as well as your intelligence. So let's go with your opinion, and I need you to look through the glasses of a person that might not know where to go as far as, hey, let's say I'm a rapper. This is what I want to do. I need to find exposure. So, in your professional opinion, what would be the different methods that someone would need to take in order to gain exposure and in order to keep that exposure and keep the attention?
First of all, what type of exposure you want?
Let's say
No,
music in
I'm
this
just
sense.
saying. I'm saying we got to first realize what type of exposure they
Oh, yes,
want.
part of
That's
body.
where we're going with this. You know what I mean? Because press is press. That's why you seeing people act a goddamn fool and get notoriety. You see what I mean? Press is press. So PR work is essential for anything to let the whole world know that you have arrived. That's why I speak so much on PR work. You cannot be out here with a business, doing movies, any type of entertainment, and don't think you're gonna invest money into PR work. That means the social media presence. You see what I mean? You got to be willing. First of all, you got to be willing to invest in yourself. And listen, I'm giving managers some game. If you got an artist or anybody you're working with, any business partner, if they are not willing to invest finances or time into what you are doing, that's not a good person to be invested. That's not a good person to be in business with. If they're not willing to invest money, financials, or time, that's not a person you want to be in business with.
Yes, sir.
You got to be willing to put money into what you believe in. It's no greater investment than to invest in yourself.
Yes,
If
sir.
you're not willing to invest in yourself, why in the hell would I invest in you? You don't believe in you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Why would I believe in somebody who don't believe in themselves? Make me believe that you serious, that this is what you're about, then I can make the necessary steps. So yeah, how do people gain notoriety? PR work. That's how you do it. You need to be on all social media platforms. What do I mean by that? Have I paid to get on platforms? You goddamn right. What you think running ads is about? What you think they run commercials on candy bars and everything? That's what social media, that's what PR work is. Okay, the new thing is to do, y'all see these platforms? You see how big my platform is? You see how big the other platforms is? We ain't gonna name the names, but we all know the major platforms. How they charge people to get on there, that's how this go. If you don't believe that's how this go, that's how this go. If you go to each one of them sites, including mine, and say, how much do you charge to get on your platform? I guarantee your ass will go viral. I guarantee you gone. Somebody gonna take notice. And if you're good at whatever you're doing, whatever it is, comedy, rap, tap dancing, regular dancing, social media,
like content
creative
things.
content type
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
whatever it is. You have to be able to invest. You have to be willing to invest some money in yourself. But do not invest in platforms if you don't know that, if you don't know if they're credible or not.
Yes, sir.
That's what we just got through talking about, because they will scam you. It's a lot of scamming going on. So you got to know somebody that done dealt with these people to say, listen, I'm willing to spend the money. Because a lot of these people are willing to spend the money. But shit, after you get scammed so many times, man, you don't want to spend no more money.
Yeah.
You think
You get nervous.
everybody's scamming. They're like, Block, man, everybody's scamming, bro. That's why you got to ask a person like me, Block, who's credible?
Yes, sir.
Who do I work with? Do you got any connections? I'm one of the connections. And if I'm a connection, that means I'm connected to a lot of other people that's connected. That's how you get through the bull crap. So you use these social media platforms as leverage. You need leverage to what you're doing. Say somebody got a product. Say you selling shoes, Fleezy. What's the name? The hell with shoes. You doing interviews. If we post you like on my page and every other social media page, and with one of your clips of your interviews, bro, they're gonna take notice, bro. Who the hell is dude? And if your content is good, if it's great, because remember, content is king. Remember what I am telling you. Content is king. I run other people's social medias. That's a job, if you don't know. If you're savvy at doing social media, people will pay you. Companies will pay you. Go Google it right now after you get off this live with us. Companies will pay you to run their social media because they ain't got the damn time. They just don't have the time. And if you can prove to them that you're savvy enough and you creative enough with all these AI tools that we're using to automate this shit, you gone. You gone, bro. You gone.
So,
this is real talk. You can make money off of social media, bro. It is money to be made. I make money off of my page. You damn right. Just like everybody else, I train people to make money off of their pages. I've been telling y'all faking. I've been telling y'all I got a viral post right now. I told him what to do, Fleezy. Yeah. I told him it's almost at 7 million. So, I said, go remix the post, and it's going to give your page engagement. Go comment on the post, and it's going to give your page engagement. Why y'all not listening? You don't want to get to this bag, do you? Listen, I know y'all working hard, 9-to-5 jobs, but you need some extra money out here because it's really tough. So this is how you get the extra money. Social media is a bag. And anybody that's savvy enough to learn a little bit about it, and to come to somebody like me and learn more, it's a bag for you. It's a bag for you.
And I want to speak on that, brother, because I want to speak for the people that are like-minded, like me, as far as, yes, there is a bag. And see, I know that now. So can you break down a little more what would be the level of importance as far as investing for those that might not have it? How do we know? Do I go to a platform first? Do I invest in the actual music itself? What is it? What would be, being is that you've been on all sides of the fence? What is the level of importance for investing to get to that bag?
Number one thing. You ready?
I'm ready.
Time. You got to be willing to put the time in it. The time you put in is going to be bigger than any money that you can invest in. Mm-hmm. Time. That's the most important thing. That's how you get to the bag on social media. You got to be willing to invest time into it. You got to be willing to be consistent at what you do. That's the most important thing. Consistent, persistent.
Yes, which is a difference.
It's a difference.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Go look it
yes.
up. I smiled when I said that for a reason.
Yes, yes, sir.
It's a difference. That's the number one thing. It's time. You got to be willing to put the time in anything you are doing. You got to be dedicated, determined, It's 3 Ds I use: dedication, determination, discipline. I'm going to say it again. It's 3 Ds I use: dedication, determination, discipline. Write that down. You got to be willing to put the time in. That's more powerful than money. Do you know how powerful it is if you show love to people? Man, love is a trump card. Woo! I built the whole Block Legend 7 platform on showing love. Everybody's hating. Don't nobody want to like a comment. Don't nobody want to make a comment. Don't nobody want to share somebody's post, afraid of they going to outshine them. Why? Everybody's individuals. You know how you shine on social media? Be unapologetically yourself. Real easy. Don't be like nobody else. It's only one you. All you got to do is be yourself. Step out into the spotlight. Turn on the live, because you can broadcast for free on Instagram.
Anywhere.
They used to charge back in my day. Now y'all can broadcast live. If you're not going live and you plan on being in the social media entertainment business or what have you, you're tripping. You lost it. All you got to do is press that joint, go live, and show up. Lights, camera, action, and be your goddamn self. Nobody can beat you at being you. That's the trick. Fleezy showed up, y'all, as himself. That's what made his show popular. Man, it's the Fleezy Show. I thought that you should know. You hear me? The man showed up as himself, and we fell in love with his show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Chicago time.
Right. Central Standard. But you know, that leads me again to it. A shout out to everybody that just came in, yo. You are tuned in to the Logic Lounge with Fleezy Jones, episode 15 today, specially brought to you by ING Records LLC, man.
Shout out to
You
the
know what I
legendary
mean?
ING, man.
Shout
And the
out to
company ING Records
ING, man.
LLC, man. Shout out to
We
the young.
go interviewing the man himself, Block Legend 7. And it leads me, man, you're telling me that it's about being yourself and it's about having that consistency as well as being persistent. Personal question, brother. When did you know, or what happened that led you to know that you could put a dollar sign behind Block Legend 7?
That's a hell of a question. I didn't recognize it at first. Somebody hit me. I was getting so much. My page go crazy. I invented some hashtags. If anybody know me, I invented some hashtags. I used to can drop some hashtags and some comments, and I could get you 50,000, 100,000 views. I was that good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a low key nerd. Don't worry about it. So as I'm doing this, showing love, somebody said, Block. They hit me up. They said, bro, you know people are charging people for that. I'm on tripping. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to show some love. This, and that. But I'm like, damn, I can use some extra money. We can all use some extra money. I got kids. I got nieces. I got nephews. I got loved ones. I got friends I like to take out. I said, wow. So for 2 years, I supported for free, though. 2 years. From 2020 all the way to 2022, I was just putting people on there, giving them love in Nigeria, Canada, UK, the US, all around the world. So my page is full of people my page is global. This ain't no local shit here. Block Legend 7 is global. And listen, guess who run the page? The supporters have always ran the page. You all is the most important thing to Block Legend 7. Y'all run the page. Y'all, I show so much love, and y'all showing so much love back generates the views, the likes, the comments, and it helps me propel you to the next level, the top. That's what this is about. So why wouldn't can I capitalize off it? Yes. Do I share people that don't charge? Yes, I do. And then some people charge. And listen, fair exchange, no robbery. It's a win-win situation. Have I got people deals have I got people more notoriety? I would say yes. I'm known for throwing. I'm one of the biggest promoters in the city of Chicago. I'm the creator of This Is It Chicago. For those that don't remember or don't know, I do a pop-up show every Thursday, and we gave away $200. So we have been showing love for a long time. Love is the trump card, but anybody can take their platform and say they don't want to use their existing platform. Make another one. Have a backup platform, funnel all of your followers over there, and start charging over there. If you're doing any type of business, you should have a secondary platform that you should put the work in to blow up so you can make money off of it. Understand that social media is never going anywhere. It is here to stay. So it behooves you to learn how it works, and to be able to capitalize and monetize off of that, so you can put some damn money in your pocket. Put some respect on my name and talk to me nice. Big Block.
Nice. Talk to him nice. Yeah, so with that, man, the going back to the This Is It and putting a dollar sign on it, and 2 years you say you did this for free.
For free.
And with that, I don't have to ask if loss came into play with that.
Yeah.
So I already know that just from using the common sense. So I ask for those who don't know, because there's a lot of letdowns and put downs in this game.
Yes.
How do you separate emotion from business?
It's tough. I'm responsible for a lot of people in my city and the surrounding cities for their popularity, their notoriety, or whatever you want to call it. But guess what? They won't tell you that Block Legend 7 is the reason they got a podcast of any kind, that they're doing merch, that they had learned how to monetize their pages, that they learn how to go to facilities, pick the lead. I taught people how to go to bars and stuff and pick days that the bars wasn't getting no action. Talk to them and say, I'm going to pick this Wednesday where I see you ain't making no money. You get the bar, I'm going to get the dough, and I'm going to run traffic through here, and we're going to do poetry, R&B, rap, or whatever kind. I've taught people that. But I would never get the credit for that. And that's crazy that people won't pay homage, because I always do. So, I mean, they think to say that, yes, that man is the reason that I have this knowledge. You know what they do? That helps people know who's credible.
Yeah.
You don't hold that information because you don't help us when we're trying to elevate each other. That lets people know, damn, Block did that for you? You also work with Block? He's the person that told you you should have a podcast? He's the person who told you you should be selling merch? He's the person that told you, do this, do interviews. He the person that told you you should be doing this. He the person that told you, strip that goddamn profile, come up with a different name that's catchy. Let's put this on there so we can monetize it. We can get to the bag.
And with that you're telling me, brother, that you would have more than even you have right now. So again, how did you know to not say, because where we come from, it could have been, man, I need to see you.
Yeah.
How did you separate that and know, you know what, they over there?
It's hard, but at the end of the day, I learned to keep it professional. At the end of the day, business is business. And that's just a form of somebody doing bad business. When people won't give you your accolade, you know what I'm saying, for what you do, I was about to spit. I have someone saying. When people won't give you your notoriety.
Yeah, gotta have the juice, man. Gotta have it.
Yeah, I got the juice. When people won't give you your accolades for what you have done in life, and they feel like that you're going to outshine them some type of way, and that diminish them if they say, this is the person who mentored me, this is the person who shed light on my talent, this is the person who pushed me forth when I didn't want to go, because I'm responsible for pushing people. If you still, the saying goes around the community, social media community, anywhere worldwide, that if you stick around Blocker long enough, he'll trick you into believing in yourself. That's what people are going to tell you. If you stick around Block long enough, he's going to trick you into believing in yourself. I see the very essence of a person. And although they are going through things because life happens, and we recognize that. And that's what happened. I understand because I have children. I have a life. I got, you know what I'm saying? We live in life. Life happens. But the most important thing is to be honest. If life is happening to you and we are doing business, just be honest with me that you are going through some things. You need some time, and I will understand. And that is good business practice. A lot of our people do not have good business practice. You see what I mean? You got to learn how to have good business practice. That's how. Listen, you only as good as the people you keep around you, my brother. You know how your grandma used to say, "Birds of a feather flock together." Ain't no great. Ain't no. Hey, listen, them are lessons, bro. Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. My peers are much smarter than me. So if I seem so goddamn bright, that's because I'm surrounding myself around people like me. I'm a nerd. So all my friends are nerds as well.
Hey, listen, y'all will see that later. Y'all will see that later. Beautiful, beautiful answer, brother. Now that makes me want to get into your brain more on the personal tip.
Yes, sir.
Chicago, you travel, right? You've been all over, but you are Chicagoan through and through, right?
Yes, sir.
With that said, I'd like to switch the subject and get your opinion on something if I could. There's a lot of talk going on about the Kanye and Adidas situation. I'd like to know your take on that. And the reason I asked that is because earlier, for those who don't know, my brother had no fear in mentioning the great R. Kelly and him being a mentee to that man. So that's what I mean by Chicago and through. Regardless of what's going on, we stick by. We may not agree, but hey, you know, that's another story. What is your take on the Kanye and Adidas thing and Adidas coming back to get him to sell the rest of that product? What's your take on that?
Kanye right now, his status. Kanye is our modern day Michael Jackson. There's nobody bigger than Kanye. Nobody. Kanye is the Michael Jackson of our times right now. He have reinvented himself 3 times. He was an international producer, an international rapper, and now he's an international designer. Nobody in history has ever done that. Nobody. Put some respect on his name. Talk to him nice. So with that being said, with his 1.4 or 6 net worth, people was like, nobody else, other than one other person who came close to that, of turning down millions of dollars. We'll talk about that on another episode.
Yes,
nobody else told them to take $1 billion and kiss his ass. You can take your 1 point whatever billion and shove it whatever you want to. You know what he did when he did that? He made them put some respect on his name and talk to him nice. Because you can buy mostly anybody with money. Very few people don't have a price. He showed that he didn't have a price. Although it might have seemed like in certain parts of his career that he had already sold his soul, right then he stood up all the way the hell up. He manned up on a $1 billion company, and he made them put some respect on his name. So that you asking me, should he have came back to the table, revisit agreements they had to see if they can come to a negotiation to make money? Hell yeah, that's what you do. You damn right he was supposed to do that. He went back to he said, hold on. Now listen. Now he owned all the rights. Now the ball is in his court. The ball is in his court. Now he can go to them, and the deal is they want him to help sell the remaining inventory that they have, because they see now that they can't do nothing without Kanye. Not a goddamn thing. We weren't checking for no damn Adidas without Kanye. Is y'all crazy? He made us like them stupid ass shoes. Real talk. So yes, sir. that's amazing business practice to know your worth and to stand on integrity when he did. And then he has enough sense to go back to the table and get that goddamn bag we talking about right here on with Fleezy Jones on Logic Lounge. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. And I definitely had to say that, man, because like I say, your love for the city definitely made me want to get your take on that, because that is something that a lot of folks don't talk about, and I'm grateful that you were able to answer that for me,
Hey, I
because
like that backdrop too.
you
That
know,
shit awesome, man. I
oh,
love
that
the backdrop.
it's not about that, brother. It's bigger than
Hey
me
man,
right
listen, you
now.
doing your thing, man. I'm so man. Thank you for having me on, man. You amazing interviewer, brother, man. You magnificent at what you do, bro. And I'm just glad you gave me the opportunity to come on here and get these people the game. And hopefully they are listening. They can capitalize off of what I'm saying. They can go monetize off of what I'm saying, and they can get to the goddamn bag.
And that's it. And that actually leads me to one of my final questions, which, brother, that I know will definitely be extended. When it comes to Block Legend 7 and the mission, what is the end goal for Block?
Whew. My goal has all is it, my goal when I started and my goal when I end. What I'm doing is always to see if we can bring our people together. That's the end goal. So if I've brought people together via social media, brought people back to social media, if I everybody is redeemable. Some people fall out of faith with people. And sometimes you just have to admit that you was wrong and be for real with it. And sometimes, you know, you can be forgiven. A lot of people is not talking to people just because they scared to have a simple conversation on a misunderstanding that might not be so big.
Yes, sir.
So if I could, if me showing love all these years thus far and teaching people how to get up here and effectively communicate, social media,
yes, sir,
communicate, and show love via comments, sharing, and teach people how to. I taught people for free how to get money for free. 2 years. You see what I mean? I still go to schools. I still donate to schools. They'll tell you in the city. Put some respect on it, man. Learn to give our people their flowers, like Fleezy Jones, that's giving us these amazing platforms while they're here. He needs to know how great he is now. When that brother send you that questionnaire like he did me, fill that goddamn thing out and send it back to him in a timely manner, and don't think your ass got all day. Put some respect on his goddamn name. This is Fleezy Jones and the goddamn Logic Lounge show, man. This is going to be one of the biggest shows on Instagram because it's already up there. Y'all tripping. It take a lot to even get on his show. Send the goddamn questionnaire back, and if you miss your opportunity, like a lot of y'all are missing opportunities, toodaloo, don't forget to write. Some things you can't revisit. Some things. So if I've touched somebody in some type of way, if I sparked the idea, that's my legacy, bro. To give to the community, to give to our people, to show love. Hopefully that's my legacy. When somebody asks about Block, we support the real is my slogan. Put some respect on his name. Talk to him nice. I will hope they say, man, listen, that man gave of himself. He showed love, and he showed us how to show love via social media. And we made this shit global, man. And that's what I will hope that my legacy would be, man. When I'm gone, that somebody put some respect on my name and talk about me nice.
And talk about
me nice.
And talk about me nice. Well, brother, that is definitely that. I don't know what else to say. To that degree, you have dropped amazing gems as always. For people that don't know, I need you to check out Block's page. If you are looking to, because see, I had this a lot of time just to give this man his roses. his flowers because understand something. I started off on social media being just that, social. I had let go of a lot of things. This brother knows my talent, has known it for a while, and did not allow me to stop this. So if you don't believe, let me just tell you that when I started, I had maybe six, 700. And if you go to my page now, I'm at 13.6. He he always says that he'll trick you into believing in yourself. That man's not lying. It wasn't even a trick because I was unaware that it was even happening. So I need you guys to check him out if you're looking for information as far as how to get to that top that you're looking for. You need to subscribe. You need to check out his videos. This man is dumping information. This is something that's not done. That's why I had to bring this out. I am honored to be able to speak with him because let's get away from the business part of it. The real part of it is he does work off love.
Facts.
That's why I wanted this interview because a lot of people don't do that. And yes, yes, sister, he is a legend because of that. Believe me, some people think that people coattail. How do you coattail a person that wants you to win? There's no possible way. There's no possible way that you could do that. That's what he does. That's what he continues to do. Get to know him. If you talk right, he talks back. That's it. That's all. This man is double M knows. We are at different heights because of this person. So understand that this interview, man, I could care less about any number on this interview more so than I have this interview, and I'm a part of that team. You hear me? You hear me? So with that said, brother, thank you.
No, thank you, the great Fleezy Jones, and this amazing platform, Logic Lounge, for giving so many people a voice, my brother. Thank you for teaching me to humble myself on things that I have no idea about what people are going through, because you have shared your story with me. So we want to give you your flowers. And you know what I'm saying? Because you are that amazing. You are magnificent at what you do. So hell yeah, I was excited to come on here with Fleezy Jones on Logic Lounge. You better believe it. And I will come back anytime that my brother feel fit to allow me to show up.
And believe me, the door is always, a matter of fact, I think you got a key. You got the key. I think I got to get the key from you, man. And with that said, subscribe. Yo, check him out. Hey, listen, Block is back on the mic. Yo, get it. Hit his page, man. If you are not following them, something is wrong with you, man. Shouts out to everybody. Double M, Shy Nikki, the legendary ING. Yo, we are here. And we want all of us to be there. Love you too, HP.
This is a village, like Fleezy always say.
We are the village. We are the village. Subscribe, network, talk to us. Listen, it's enough out here. There's one Fleezy. There's one Block. There's one Double M. It's enough out here. It's enough. And this has been an historic moment that I will never forget. I need you to know that. I need y'all to know that. And with that said, man, forgive me for being a bit emotional about it, because this is beautiful and it turned out better than I expected. And I'm saying that on the live. I'm saying that. And with that said, because of my brother, man, and because of my brother ING and my brother Block, I'm going to end it like I always do and say, living off good instinct counts. So always keep your logic. We out.
Peace.
Peace.